We're on. What do we have here? Did we come down here and catch the Opelousas catfish?
This is the part where I gotta say something. Oh goodness. It's been a long week. Tired. Time change has got me all messed up. On top of the time change, we've got a full moon. I've been sick. I don't know if you can hear that in my throat. Pretty scratchy. It's about 7 a.m. and we are gonna paddle up this creek and try and catch an Opaloosa catfish. I've never caught one before. I've been fishing this lake since I was a kid, and it's always just been blue cats, channel cats, hybrids. Done a little bit of white bass fishing, and I've just never happened upon an Opaloosa catfish. Call them ops. Catch any of them ops down there? Most people fish for them in the rivers around here, up and down Trinity River, mostly North Trinity River. We'll catch some massive fish. I am gonna head up this creek this morning. This is I don't remember if this main branch is called Kickapoo or not, but we're gonna hang this right up here and go up Rocky Creek and see if we can't do any good. I'm gonna hit some of these pylons on the way in with some worms. Got a little old cork rig behind me. See if we can't luck into some perch for some bait this morning. I left my cast net in the truck. I was gonna bring it, maybe throw for some shad, but I think we're gonna go straight perch today. I've never done that either. It's always been go throw the cast net, get some shad, go catch catfish. We'll see what happens. Kind of want to sneak off in here and catch a gar. It'd be a lot easier than doing it out in the main lake. Them gars in this little boat, they will tote you everywhere. In here, at least you got a bank to get to that's pretty close. My brother, he caught that one on our last trip. We did a couple of calculations. I saw him going to come out to 6 foot 4 inches. We measured his kayak. He's got some lettering right here, some lettering up at the bow, and I got a pretty good shot of that gar right up next to the boat. Measured his boat out, tip to tail, and that's a 6 foot fish, which makes me think the gar trip that I went on by myself, pretty sure that was over 6 foot. I called it 5 foot closer to the end of the video, but I was exhausted. I didn't really know what I was talking about. It could have been well over 6 foot, because it was a sight bigger than the one he landed. As great as being on a boat is, and having all the latest and greatest gadgets, it don't get no simpler than this. This is peaceful. This is heaven. This is my idea of heaven anyway. I love it. Anywho. There's a new RV park that was put in up here probably 2-3 years ago now. They set some really nice piers. I've got a nice cleaning station, and my brother actually stayed in it last year before last, and we drank a couple beers and sat out there on that pier and just yanked perch after perch out of there. So I'm gonna hit that spot first. I'm gonna switch this camera around, put it on top of my head, because we are here. We're gonna fish these pylons, see if we can't catch some bait.
Oh, it's shallow. Water's usually up maybe a foot. Yeah, over a foot from where it's at right now. Oh well, we're gonna give it a go anyway. If not, we'll go to that one over there. We're on. There we go. Whenever you're done, sir. Oh, that worked out perfect. Would you mind? There we go. Oh, that's boy, you're angry. Come here there, bud. How are you this morning? I've got a sore throat. You won't catch cold from being around me. I missed. Oh, I missed. It's alright. There's a bunch here. This time of the year, the water's colder. Sun's coming up later, setting earlier, so hopefully that'll play into being able to catch one of them big old catfish. There we go. There we go. I swear, y'all are worse than any other fish I handle. Little bad attitude, dadgum miniature bass. Don't miss the net, Ben. Choke up a little bit. Gotcha. Foul hook, but I don't care. Getting in the net. You are not no bigger. I reckon that's probably the size of most of them down there. Just itty bitty. Oh, dadgummit. I saw which way you went. Gotcha. Oh, boy. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, last one. We're gonna fish this last bait. Then we're gonna get up creek. Yep. Got him. Well, that's one of them there largemouth perches. Yeah, bug him out on that thing. Dang near lip him. Alright. We're gonna wrap it up. Paddle up the creek. See if we can find an Opaloosa. That whole bank got washed away. That's crazy. Unless there's some... Man, it's already been a year since I've been back in here. I remember the other... I'm pretty sure it's past the high line where there's another rock wall like that that's way taller and kind of got a concave to it. That's the one we're looking for, not that one. For some reason I was thinking, I think that's what they call Disneyland. Ah, there's my rock bluff. That's the one we're looking for, I think. Or is this the high line? I don't know, we might end up just paddling all the way up the creek and then work our way back down. Fish eat spot for a couple hours. Yeah, see, here's the high line. I'm almost certain there's a better rock bluff. Unless that one's just changed that much. It might have. It's not past the bridge, I don't think. It's been so long. We will be fishing that spot when we come back there. I'm just gonna paddle this son of a gun. I've got to remember. That's a good spot though. That's a good spot. I just don't like being in here in this blind bend.
Here's a big old log jam up under this bridge. Check that out. Dang. Probably a good spot too.
Here we are. Rocky Creek Falls, baby. Beautiful little spot. It's crazy how low the water is. Usually I feel I can actually see out of this son of a gun, but it's way low. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hope I didn't just bump an alligator. That's what I'm gonna hope first. That was a pretty solid thump. I'm gonna get up against this rock wall where I can put a foot out on the bank, and I am going to set those live perch at the bottom of this hole. I don't necessarily know how deep it is, especially with it being as low as it is, but if I were an Opelousas catfish, this is probably where I would be. Ooh, that stuff's slick. So let me walk you through what I got here. This is a saltwater rig, 3/4 ounce sinker, steel leader. I just clipped it right onto my swivel. I run swivels on just about everything just for quick setups. These are actually my bass poles, and I've got about a 4/0 circle hook to a little old forehead. I could sit here and make up a leader, but what the heck, I had this little saltwater rig already in the box, so we're gonna give it a little old flick over there to the falls and let that sit just like that. Turn that drag down, and ladies and gentlemen, we are fishing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and rig up that other pole, set it back up in that stagnant water. Maybe we'll lurk into a channel cat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got the anchor shoved in the ground right there. The wind's hitting me on the backside here, and I haven't heard a person or a boat since I've been out here, which I'm not gonna lie, it makes for a nice, calm, relaxing morning. All right, I will click this thing back on when that rod tip goes to dancing. All right, guys, we are hooked up. I can get this rod out of this rod holder. This could very well be a turtle. I do not know. I've seen a couple pop up here and there, but just got hit pretty good on this whole perch, sitting up under that fall. And I think we're on a log. Oh, we're good. What do we have here? Did we come down here and catch the Opaloosa catfish, or did we just land? Look at that little largemouth bass. That's pretty cool. On the whole perch, below the falls. Beautiful little fish. Not what we're after though. Boy, he horked that thing down. That bait was almost as big as you, buddy. Alright, we're gonna let him go. Try again. That's really cool. First larger fish of the day. We've already caught 6 perch. I don't know if you can see them down in there, but they're hanging out in the live well. Alright, we're gonna rebait, try again.
So I think I'm about to switch techniques. I've been sitting here anchored to the bank for probably, I don't know, 2 hours. I think I'm gonna paddle back up this son of a gun and hit a little drift. I caught that one largemouth, almost landed another substantially sized. It was about a 3 or 4 pound largemouth, but he got off right at the boat, didn't have the camera out. If it ain't on film, it didn't happen, right? So yeah, we're gonna paddle back up this son of a gun and do a little drift back down into this little cove.
Moved to a new spot, set up. It's been dead everywhere else. This is my first bite since I moved. Pretty slack line. Could be a turtle. It's been a very slow day. Or it could just be him swimming around. Never can tell. Always got to be prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have one. Oh, we're hung on a rock. I'm gonna untie, reel in this other rod. Thanks whoever put that rope there. Really appreciate it. God, I hope we stay on. I've fished my butt off today. Please. Gotta get him out from under that rock. I think this has got my mono on it, my mono leader. So whatever it is just went down and got under a rock. It's very, very rocky up under here where these old boulders have fallen off. I am so nervous that he just came off. I'm so nervous that he just hit a rock and just came right off. I don't feel anything. There's leader. Nope. Might have been just a turtle. Well, I guess now's as good a time as any to move to that other spot. I was about to call it anyway. We'll hit that last spot up, and then we got a good cold front moving in Saturday evening. It's Friday afternoon right now, and I'm gonna hunt my butt off. I ain't I ain't too mad at these fish. We'll try again another day. The Opaloosa Saga will continue after I put 30 more minutes in over there. Man, I was really excited. That was a really good pull. I know it was just a turtle. Turtles have been tearing me up all afternoon. Shot right under that rock. We're gonna keep calling it a turtle. Make me feel better about myself. I have to come in here when the water gets up and all them pockets are submerged. About the time that happens, all the crappie fishermen will be in here though, stacked up thicker and all get out. We're gonna go over to that other rock wall right there. It is the one I thought it was paddling in. It's been so long since I've been in here. Dadgum turtles, man. This bank doesn't have near as good as an overhang. A lot of it's sloughed off. But that doesn't change the fact that there could be some pockets down under there. I've been casting as close to the bank as I can. Like I said, I've never caught an op. I've never actually targeted them. So this is a new kind of fishing for me. It may be catfishing, but a little bit different. Ooh, that wind cutting down through there good. Very, very slow. I've given it about 30 minutes at this spot. Got a bunch of stuff to do this weekend. Promised the kids a camping trip. So I think after I pull this out of that turtle's mouth, I'm gonna call it. Caught a little bass, almost landed a bigger bass. Caught all the bait. Bait wasn't an issue. I hadn't really spent much time studying or trying to figure out how to catch these specific catfish, but after getting skunked like this today, I reckon I'm gonna put a little time into research, and I'm gonna do this again. I'm bound and determined to catch one of these brown catfish.